Producing gold creates more waste per ounce than any other metal in the world. Experts at the Forum on the Potential and Constraints of Gold Mining, held at UN headquarters on Tuesday, revealed that 30 to 60 tons of waste is left for every 1 ounce of gold produced. And large-scale mining operations continue to contaminate and deplete the world's waters.
Each gold mine is different, so some will have a sort of a fairly short lifespan and some will have a long lifespan which is beyond 40 years. I think any one mining project, the mining is not sustainable, but the issue is can you contribute to sustainable development through mining? And I think the example in Pueblo Viejo is what they're trying to do is that through their investments they will make a positive contribution and they will leave a legacy beyond the life of the mine. So the people in the areas will have new skills, there'll be new money that comes into the area and other economic opportunities will be created. So that's what we mean by sustainable development in mining.
Large-scale operations, there's another sector of mining that's very popular throughout Latin America, and this is the illegal or informal mining sector. This usually takes place in rural areas. They're usually very small-scale operations, not associated with companies. And governments don't like this sector of the economy because it doesn't contribute anything to the formal economy, which is understandable.
However, when it comes to key UN themes of sustainable development and corporate social responsibility, Pueblo Viejo Dominica Corporation, a new mining public and private initiative with the government of the Dominican Republic and Barrick Gold Corporation, a leader in the gold industry, is set to put these concepts into practice, literally on the ground. The project is expected to generate $8.8 billion and create 1,200 new direct jobs in Pueblo Viejo, the city located just outside DR's capital of Santo Domingo, over the next 25 years, while allocating $375 million in remediation activities and infrastructure to ensure the environmental protection of the land, local species, air, and water.
One of the big issues is the autoclaves that have been talked about so much in the press lately. These autoclaves are a way of handling the minerals in a contained fashion. You can heat them up to very high temperatures, over 200 degrees centigrade. You can put them up to very high pressures, process the minerals inside without letting anything get outside of that contained environment. And that will extract, above all, the sulfuric acid. And that means that the waste, the tailings that usually would contaminate the soils around a mine will not produce that. Also, a lot of the heavy metals will be in a crystallized form, which will not go into the water system either. So this significant change, this using of the autoclaves, allows a mine now to be, in fact, an environmentally friendly situation in many cases.
When you talk about either capacity building or when you talk about the importance of transfer of technology and how they are using this technology in order for them to maximize the resources that exist there. But the most important thing is the investment that they are doing in the community.
Tuesday's meeting, held by the Global Foundation for Democracy and Development and supported by South News and the Council on Hemispheric Affairs, takes place on the sidelines of the UN's 19th session on the Commission on Sustainable Development, where talks on hazardous mining practices and other threats to sustainable development are being reviewed in policy discussions ahead of the UN Conference on Sustainable Development, slated for June 2012. Meanwhile, first production of the Pueblo Viejo mining project is expected in the first quarter of 2012. Advanced technologies are allowing governments and the private sector to develop mining practices that put people and our environment at the core of sustainable economic development. Afaf Kanja for South News, United Nations.